Hello, everybody, and happy Tuesday. My name is Jill M. Jackson, and okay, I don't know. Let's see. I guess. Hello, everybody. Not sure if it started earlier or not. My name is Jill M. Jackson. I'm a medium, a prophetic psychic, and a psychic channel. And I'm so excited to come to everybody today and talk about an experience that I had last night and that also my husband experienced as well. And he's a psychic medium also. So, this has to do with not only the equinox that is coming up, and the energy of the equinox is around the 20th or the 21st. It's the spring equinox. So, the transmission that I had is regarding that, but it's also regarding what some people have been channeling about in, they're calling it like a solar flash. So I've been tuning into that energy as well, with the solar flash and trying to get my own guidance on what I feel like is coming with that energy. So I'm going to try to kind of explain this in different parts to help everybody, but I'm really, really excited about this information. Okay, a few psychics have received information that there's going to be an event and they're calling it a solar flash. Okay, and like literally everything changes overnight after this flash event. So last night my husband and I were getting ready to go to bed. We're getting in bed to go to sleep. Now, we back up to water, so we don't have any like blinds or curtains or anything on our windows. So we're able to see, outside even while we're like laying in bed. And, I'm always watching the ships and our galactic visitors and everything like outside the window. So I close my eyes to go to sleep, and literally I start seeing these purple kind of sacred geometry um, visions in my third eye. And then right at that time, there's these flashes, and they're so strong that like my eye, both of our eyes were closed, but we weren't asleep, but we saw the flashes. And my husband says, "What was that?" And I said, "I have no idea." But again, it was just these big flashes. And so, fast forward literally minutes later, I feel like I am not present, if you will. The energy that's going through my body was so electrifying that I felt like I had been plugged into like a light socket. And it's really difficult to kind of explain, but I was getting like a transmission and downloads from this energy. And what I was being shown was that the energy around the equinox, which is coming up March 20th, March 21st, is in a lot of ways going to be like a solar flash because it's like a sudden influx of energy that is so strong that it affects everyone on the planet. Now, the way it's going to affect everyone is depending on where an individual's vibration is. For those of you who have been on your spiritual journey and you understand frequency, energy, vibration, it's really important for us to remember to keep our vibration high during this time. Because after this integration and activation that I experienced last night, and I may have gotten 2 hours of sleep, and my husband had physical experiences as well. Like today, he has a headache, and so he's drinking a lot more water to kind of move this energy through. It was it shook us. up. And so all during the night, I'm being shown, it looked like hieroglyphics. It was all these codes, DNA codes, activation, integration. And so what Solomon channeled to me during the night is the following. Those who are, like, let's say they're on the fence, let's say they have 1 foot in to the awareness that we are more than our physical bodies, that, it's important to step out of the matrix. Those of us who, those who understand that on some level but have not fully walked through that door, the way this energy is going to affect them is that it's going to be such a flash of energy and solar infusion that it's going to remove their cloak, and the cloak that keeps them unawake, okay, that keeps them trapped in the illusion of the matrix. It's literally going to remove that cloak for them. It's just going to dissipate it. Solomon calls the solar flares cosmic codes of expansion, which I feel like that is beautiful. So they kind of showed it to me in 3 different layers and experiences for people. So again, that's for the people that had 1 foot in and 1 foot out. They were kind of teetering back and forth and not quite sure what their beliefs are. Literally, it's going to be an overnight Kundalini type awakening for them. And they're going to start understanding what we have all been saying for so long. This is the key, though. Those of us who have been on this path for so long, those of us who are healers, psychics, channelers, the 4 a.m. club people who understand energy and vibration, what they transmitted me during the night is that we must disconnect. We must disconnect from the chaos that's going on. And trust me, I'm an activist. I'm somebody that literally wants to just scream from the rooftops of what I see happening, because not only, am I awake to what's happening, I also have my moon in Aries, and so I'm just a voice for the marginalized community. I'm that person that tries to, wake people up. I'm that person that tries to speak out for injustice. And so this is difficult for me. This message was difficult for me. But what Solomon explained is that everybody has a different role to play in this spiritual revolution that's going on. Everybody has a different role. So those of us who have been on this path and understand energy and vibration, our role is to hold our vibrational frequency high, disconnect from the narrative, disconnect from the chaos. Do not give it energy. It's so important, because literally, if we continue to give it energy, it's going to perpetuate, and that's going to be our reality. Now, understand that some people have a role to play in the revolutionary part of this, in protesting and being activists and speaking out for marginalized people. It's so important to go within right now and determine what your role is. And no matter what, keep your vibrational frequency high. It is just imperative. It's the transmission that I received. And the other part of this is those who are choosing to stay anchored in the 3rd dimensional frequency of war, anger, division, separation, inequality, a huge separation of abundance and wealth, the 1% and everybody else. And again, this is free will. Those who choose to stay anchored there will be receiving this energy that's coming in on the 20th, 21st in a very, very different way. There may be some disruptions out there in, electronics. And I feel like this is going to play out in a very different way for those people who have chosen to stay anchored in that energy. The main thing for us is to go within, ask ourselves what role we play, and to remember that role. Because just like, a play, if you look at this life as a play, you've got directors, producers, actors, stagehands, the people that, take care of the theaters. Everybody has a different role here. And it's so important for us to remember what our role is. So for those of you who are having challenges and difficulty with this energy, please join me in remembering how powerful we are in creating the new earth paradigm, in keeping our energy and our vibration high, disconnecting from the chaos, creating the reality in our awareness where the new earth is here, because that's this energy that's coming in. Because when I woke up this morning, after having this electrified transmission and integration during the night, literally I was filled with joy. The colors looked different. The connection to the trees and the water was different for me. It's kind of hard to explain. And I had this calm knowing that change is here. Change is already here. It's already happened. It's happening, coming up over this equinox. And so it's faded. It's already done. Now, does that mean that the chaos will stop playing out? No, I'm not saying that. But we can do our part in quickly shifting this reality to the paradigm of the new earth where that's not occurring. So please join me, and let's keep our vibration high. Let's remember how amazing we are at manifesting and co-creating our realities. I'm sending everybody so much love. We've got this. Team Humanity has this. The light workers of the world have this. One other thing that Solomon has been explaining to me as well is that it had to get to this point of chaos and corruption for us, for so many in the collective, to be kind of shaken out of their own sleep state, if that makes sense. Like, it had to be so in our faces for more and more people to be woken up to the reality of the new earth timeline is here, and it's up to us to anchor it. So going back to the solar flashes, do I feel like there's going to be one main solar flash event? No. Solomon says that it's an integration, and different people will experience this at different times and different intensity levels. Okay? But make sure that you understand that after the equinox, reality is not the same. Like, everything changes. And depending on how it changes is dependent upon the free will of each individual. I hope that that kind of explains it. I'm so excited. I was so excited to share this message with everyone. And the main thing for us to remember is fifth dimensional energy and integration is unity, unconditional love, non-judgment, acceptance, joy, laughter, abundance for all, connection to nature and the animals. Sending you high vibes, sending you so much love. Have a beautiful and blessed day, and enjoy and anchor in to this energy of the equinox.